This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for September 26, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 0.63 points or 0.16% and closed at 404.44. Total trade volume was up with 64,813 shares changing hands at a total value of 323.9 million real or over $80,000. On the main board, almost all stocks were down with only two remaining flat. Pestech Cambodia was the biggest loser of the day, dropping 1.49% or 40 real to 2,640 real per share, followed by Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, which fell 0.97% or 20 real to 2,050 real per share. Other stocks down were Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, Grand Twins International, MJQ Education, Scenic-Ville Autonomous Port, and Phnom Penh Autonomous Port. Only Akleda Bank and CamGSM stayed flat. Over on the growth board, DVD Engineering dropped 0.49% or 10 real to 2,030 real per share, while JS Land once again stayed flat at 2,770 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 38,686 shares changing hands at a total value of 261.9 million real or nearly $65,000, approximately 60% of the total trade volume on Friday. Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 12,392 shares changing hands at a total value of 25.3 million real or over $6,000, about 19% of the trade volume on September 26th. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD weakened slightly to 4,008 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was up from our last report to 98.36. Looking at global commodities, oil prices edged up on Friday, on track to climb more than 4% for the week as Ukraine's attacks on Russia's energy infrastructure prompted Moscow to curb fuel exports and brought it close to cutting crude output. Brent futures climbed 21 cents or 0.3% to $69.63 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures gained 32 cents or 0.5% to $65.30 a barrel. Gold steadied as U.S. data tempered expectations for further U.S. Federal Reserve rate cuts this year, while fresh tariffs announced by U.S. President Donald Trump provided some support ahead of a key inflation report due later in the day. Spot gold held its ground at $3,748.41 per ounce, but has climbed 1.6% so far this week. U.S. gold futures for December delivery were also steady at $3,774.50. U.S. stock futures edged up on Friday after President Trump announced a new wave of tariffs on pharmaceuticals, furniture, and heavy machinery to come into effect next week. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, futures on the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 moved up 0.2%. Meanwhile, contracts on the tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 nudged 0.1% higher. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for September 26th.